My morning albergue breakfast. I have a banana, yogurt, a little bit of bread, and instant coffee. It is about 6:20. I'm gonna try to leave around 6:30, probably be a tiny bit later. There are a lot of people still sleeping in the albergue, and there are a whole bunch who got up around 5:15 and have already left. So I am kind of in the middle group. Wild boars are in. Ah! Go away! Ah! There are wild boars in the corn, and I don't know what to do. Okay, wild boar in the corn. Ah! He's just approaching. Go away, boar! Ah! I feel like I need to go back, but the Camino goes this way. What do? I don't know what to do. Aren't they supposed to be like really afraid? Oh, there's more of them. Boar, go away. Huh. I'm not sure what to do. So I kind of came pretty far out of the way. I'm walking through a field and soaking my feet in the process. I think, oh man, this isn't good either. I don't know what to do. But I'm not messing around with boars. They are and can be fairly dangerous and aggressive. I don't know if there are any babies in there. And the path was really narrow. There was a field and I could have gone into the field, but right now I'm just like walking along a row of corn, which I don't know where this is gonna lead. Gotta go straight ahead. I don't know. I'll find my way out. But those far too close for comfort. They like heard me coming and ran into the corn, but not that far into the corn. And then we all just kind of stood there. And then I heard rustling in the corn, so never a good thing. And then they slowly approached. They went back to eating whatever they're eating, even though I was still there. And I don't know, do you make noise? Do you alert them to your presence? Would that just cause them to attack? I don't know. So I backed away and I got out of there. And now I'm wandering through a cornfield, and my shoes and socks are getting totally wet. But no sign of boar out here, at least not for now. Okay, let me figure out how to get out of here. All right, we got back to the path. I'm gonna get back to the Camino. My feet are soaked. There is the cornfield, and up ahead here is the path that I would have come out on if not for the boars. Ah, man, animals on this Camino. What does it mean? Oh, this looks good. I think I didn't have enough coffee this morning because I was definitely feeling just a little more sluggish than usual. So about 10 kilometers into the walk, stepping for my second breakfast. So the Camino goes to the left. I'm going to the right. because I am following a coastal alternative. It's the GRE9. I don't know that I'm on it yet, but it's right back here. And so we're really close to the coast, but in this part, the Camino does not run along the coast, so you can't see it. So I think I'm adding at least 2 kilometers, maybe 3, by doing this variant. Although I just saw a fountain, so I'm gonna go stock up on water and then continue on to the coast. So the Hospitalero said something about the church. And I don't know if I'm supposed to take a right or a left. A right is taking me back, but I am also supposed to be following. Oh wait, okay, so I'm supposed to be following the GRE9. And that's often GRs are marked with the red and white stripes, but just looked around and I saw on that post Camino, and then it's hard to see it, but there's an arrow that says coast. All right, I'm gonna go the way my instincts told me to, this way. Yeah, okay, so here, the GRE9, I can actually follow it all the way to Tapia, which is where I'm going today. And it will stay right along the coast, so I could do that, but I can't remember how many kilometers it adds. It wouldn't be too much, but the only problem is the Albergue in Tapia is the one that is right, it sits right on the coast, and it is like it's the most ideal spot of any albergue I've stayed in, maybe aside from Benduenos on the San Salvador. But the albergue doesn't take reservations, and it opens at 11, and definitely not going to get there at 11. I don't want to get there that early, but I do kind of want to get there early enough to get a bed. Let's turn the camera around and continue my little explanation. So really my stage is pretty short today. If I didn't do any of this alternate, it would only be 20 kilometers. And that actually feels pretty good for today. I feel like I've had some big stages, difficult stages, even on the San Salvador, even though some of my stages didn't have many kilometers, they were pretty tough. These Norte past few days have been so up and down. So a short stage today is good, and I want to stay at this albergue, but I do want to do a couple of the variants out to the coast. So again, I don't know if I'm going to stay on the GRE9 the whole time. The Hospitalero told me about a couple of options. The one I'm doing now is the first one. I think this adds, like I said, 2 or 3 kilometers, and then I might join back up with the Camino, and then he was telling me that there's another really beautiful part where I could, again, cut over to the coast and then come back to the Camino. So we'll see how I feel and what time it is, and I might do that. But I am very excited to see the coast again. Walking between cornfields, and now after my wild boar encounter, I think I'm, for a long time, probably going to be slightly nervous when I'm passing by cornfields, especially if I hear a rustling. So I have been back on the Camino for a little bit, and now this is where you can take a right for Tapia, which is where I'm going. Where the left is the original Camino. But we are going this way to get some more coastal time. This is the last stage really that runs along the coast on the Camino del Norte and in Ribadeo, which is in, I don't know how many kilometers, 15 kilometers maybe. Well, for me, I'll be on tomorrow's stage, but that's where the Norte cuts down inland towards Santiago and moves away from the coast. And especially because I really only had a little bit of time along the coast because I was doing different Caminos, I definitely want to go this way. Entering Tapia, and the approach to the Albergue should be really close. Here's the Albergue, and here is the view. I'm on the hunt for sea glass. Been combing this beach for a while and I found some nice pieces, including a really beautiful green one. Well, all the shops are closed today, so this is not the fanciest dinner, but to have a view like this, honestly, this is all that I need tonight. It's perfect.